boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange?
Come with us and you will see. This our town of Halloween.
The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tsunami warning for the following counties in southeast Florida. This includes the counties of Miami-Dade and Broward. This is directly related to a magnitude 7.1 earthquake in the Bahamas, which has caused significant damage to the islands. A tsunami wave has been generated, and coastal locations in these counties should prepare for significant and catastrophic flooding. Timing: the tsunami is expected to arrive in the Biscayne Bay at around 1:07 a.m. this morning. The tsunami will then spread and land toward coastal locations. Impacts: severe beach erosion is possible in the warned area. Much of the southeastern coastline will likely experience flooding. A tsunami warning means that a tsunami is imminent, and residents that reside on the Miami-Dade coastline should prepare for significant flooding. Be sure to stay tuned to Know Weather Radio for more warnings for this area.
The following message is from Florida State Emergency Management. A tsunami wave has been generated due to a magnitude 7.1 earthquake in the Bahamas. The tsunami is expected to arrive in the Biscayne Bay shortly. If you have not done so, anyone within a 5-mile radius of the southeastern Florida coastline are advised to evacuate immediately. There is no time to gather any belongings. Evacuate now, or face extreme flooding. Repeating, the tsunami is expected to arrive at the Biscayne Bay shortly, and anyone within a 5-mile radius of the southeastern Florida coastline should evacuate immediately. Do not make attempts to gather belongings or secure properties. Evacuate now.
The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a flash flood warning for eastern Miami-Dade County in southeastern Florida, southeastern Broward County in southeastern Florida, until 4:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 1:07 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, automated water gauges have detected a 5-inch water rise within the past 1 to 2 minutes. Flash flooding is occurring, or is expected to begin shortly. Some locations that will experience flooding include the Florida Keys, lakes by the Bay, Cutler Bay, Palmetto Bay, eastern Pinecrest, southeastern South Miami, and Miami. Precautionary measures should be taken. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Never drive your vehicle through areas where water covers the roadway. Floodwaters are usually deeper than they appear. When encountering flooded roadways, make the smart choice: turn around, don't drown. Stay tuned to Know Weather Radio for more warnings for this area.
At 1:12 a.m., a small squall line of thunderstorms were located over the Grand Bahama Island, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Severe thunderstorms and heavy rain are possible within this system. The squall line will be near North Miami Beach at 2:10 a.m., Miami at 2:21 a.m., and Kendall at 2:29 a.m. This storm has the potential to cause heavy rain and ping-pong ball-size hail. Any additional rain will run off and contribute to flooding in Miami-Dade County as well. Stay tuned to Know Weather Radio for more watches and possible warnings for this area.
The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 54, effective until 9 p.m. tonight. This watch includes the following county, Miami-Dade County, and the following marine locations: Biscayne Bay about 35 nautical miles offshore, including the northeastern Florida Keys. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means that conditions are favorable to the development of severe weather, including ping-pong ball-size hail, heavy rain and damaging winds in the warned area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should be aware of rapidly changing weather conditions and continue to listen to later statements or possible warnings. Stay tuned to no weather radio, broadcast or commercial radio, or television outlets for further information. This message is transmitted at the request of the Miami-Dade County Emergency Management. Floodwaters from the Biscayne Bay have reached maximum levels of 8 to 9 feet in the highest areas. At the rate the water is rising, floodwaters are expected to reach the city of Miami within the next 10 to 15 minutes. All residents within a 10-mile radius of the city of Miami need to evacuate immediately. An evacuation warning means that an immediate evacuation order is in place for the warned area. Prepare necessary materials you need for an evacuation, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. Stay tuned to local area stations for more information regarding this evacuation order.
The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Miami-Dade County in southeastern Florida until 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 2:03 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing winds of up to 45 miles per hour. The storm was located over Fort Lauderdale, moving southwest at 45 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Davie, Pembroke Pines, Hollywood, North Miami Beach, Miami Gardens, North Miami, Gladeview, Miami Springs, and Westchester. Take shelter immediately for strong winds, destructive hail, and heavy rain. People outdoors should move to a shelter, preferably inside a sturdy building. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Doppler radar has also indicated some weak rotation within these storms. While a tornado is not immediately likely, persons should remain indoors and continue to listen to NOAA weather radio for more watches and possible warnings for this area.
The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 143, effective until 3:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This watch includes the following county, Miami-Dade, and the following marine locations: Black Point Maria to the Turkey Point Nuclear Power Plant, and out 10 nautical miles. Remember, a tornado watch means that weather is favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail and damaging winds in the warned area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should be aware of rapidly changing weather conditions, and stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio for more watches and possible warnings for this area. The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tornado warning for east central Miami-Dade County in southeastern Florida until 3:15 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 2:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Cutler Bay, moving north at 44 miles per hour. Hazard: tornado. Source: radar indicated rotation. Impacts: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damaged roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Mangrove Preserve Park, Biscayne National Park, the Turkey Point Nuclear Power Plant, and out 5 nautical miles. Take cover now. Move to the most interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If in a mobile home, a vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tornado warning for eastern Miami-Dade County in southeastern Florida until 3:12 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 2:32 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Doppler radar and train spotters reported a confirmed tornado on the ground near Mangrove Preserve, moving north at 15 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Hazard: destructive tornado. Source: radar confirmed tornado. Impacts: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. In addition, Doppler radar has indicated the path to cross over the Turkey Point Nuclear Power Plant. Due to this, residents within a 10 to 15 mile radius of the Turkey Point Nuclear Power Plant are advised to prepare for a potential evacuation. Gather materials necessary for an evacuation. Repeating, a large, extremely dangerous tornado has been located near Mangrove Preserve, moving north toward the Turkey Point Nuclear Power Plant. Take necessary tornado precautions. This is an emergency situation.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Miami-Dade County Emergency Management. Approximately 5 minutes ago, the Turkey Point Nuclear Power Plant was impacted by a tornado at 2:39 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, causing significant damage to the power plant. There are also reports of small amounts of nuclear materials escaping into the air. While an evacuation order is not yet imminent, persons should be aware in the event that one is issued. No emergency is in place at this time. However, residents should make an evacuation plan in the event of a nuclear emergency.
The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tornado warning for eastern Miami-Dade County until 3:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 2:58 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Bay Harbor Islands, moving southwest at 35 miles per hour. Hazard: tornado. Source: radar indicated rotation. Impacts: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damaged roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Locations impacted by this tornadic storm include Surfside, Indian Creek, North Bay Village, and Miami. Take cover now. Move to the most interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are in a mobile home, a vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a flash flood warning for eastern Miami-Dade County in southeastern Florida, southeastern Broward County in southeastern Florida, until 5:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 3:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms, which will add on to flooding already caused by a tsunami that occurred several hours ago. Any additional rain will run off and contribute to flooding in the Miami area. It is possible that more watches and warnings can be issued as this event unfolds, and the flash flood warning could be extended beyond Miami-Dade County. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Miami-Dade County Emergency Management. A radiological hazard advisory is being issued for areas within a 10 to 15-mile radius of the Turkey Point nuclear power plant due to the potential of radioactive materials being released into the atmosphere. Because of the potential of radioactive materials present in the atmosphere, a voluntary evacuation of areas within a 10 to 15-mile radius of the Turkey Point nuclear power plant is recommended. Should an evacuation order be issued, evacuate to a safer location. If you hear sirens or an explosion, put on an approved gas mask and cover any exposed skin to prevent being exposed to radioactive materials. Be sure you have food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio in the event of a power outage. Stay tuned to local area media outlets for further information. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Miami-Dade County Emergency Management. A power outage has been reported at the Turkey Point nuclear power plant due to flooding in the area. Radiologists have also confirmed that large amounts of radioactive materials have been released into the atmosphere, as well as the Biscayne Bay, much earlier than first believed. Due to this, all residents are advised to shut off all water supplies, as tap water might be contaminated. Turn off all heating and ventilation systems. The following message is transmitted at the request of Florida State Emergency Management. An evacuation for all residents of southeastern Florida is being issued due to a partial meltdown of reactor number 1. The cloud of fallout released is expected to spread across the entire southeastern region of Florida, including the Florida Keys. A tornado has caused extreme damage to the Turkey Point nuclear power plant several hours ago, and can be dangerous to residents within the evacuation radius. Residents within the immediate evacuation radius are all of Miami-Dade County, all of Broward County, all of Monroe County. When evacuating, turn off all electricity and gas systems. Turn off all heating and ventilation systems. Lock all doors and windows, and gather all the people in your home. When you evacuate, be sure to tie a white towel or a piece of cloth to a visible location, such as a mailbox. This will alert local authorities that you have evacuated your residence. Put on a gas mask and cover all exposed skin to prevent exposure to radioactive materials in the air. Be sure you have food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. Only evacuate using one car per family if possible. Repeating, an immediate evacuation has been issued for residents within a 100-mile radius of the Turkey Point nuclear power plant due to a partial meltdown of reactor number 1. Follow necessary instructions. This is an emergency situation. Necessary instructions. This is an emergency.
The following message is transmitted at the request of Florida State Emergency Management. The situation at the Turkey Point nuclear power plant has escalated within the past 14 minutes. At 4:13 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, it has been confirmed that reactor number 1 is emitting extreme amounts of radioactive fallout. Fallout is a product of nuclear materials, and can be deadly when inhaled. This large cloud of fallout is expected to expand and cover all of southern Florida, as well as the Florida Keys and all of Cuba, all of the Bahamas, all of Great Bahama Island, as well as northwestern Jamaica. Those living in southern Florida should evacuate immediately. Sheltering in place is not advised. Evacuate now, or face certain death. Stay tuned to the station or other media outlets for further information.
The following message is transmitted at the request of Florida State Emergency Management. The large cloud of fallout is expected to expand beyond the original evacuation radius. These counties now include all of Miami-Dade County, all of Monroe County, all of Broward County, all of Schuyler County, all of Palm Beach County, all of Henry County, all of Lee County, all of Charlotte County, all of Glades County, all of Martin County, all of St. Lucie County, all of Okeechobee County, all of DeSoto County, all of Sarasota County, and all of Manatee County. The large cloud of fallout is being generated from reactor number 1 at the Turkey Point nuclear power plant, which has suffered a partial meltdown at 3:50 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. If you are in one of the counties listed, it is recommended that you evacuate immediately. Gather materials necessary for an evacuation, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. Lock all doors and windows when leaving. Wear a gas mask and cover all exposed skin to prevent being exposed to radioactive fallout. When evacuating, tie a white towel or a piece of cloth to a visible location such as a mailbox or front door. This will alert local authorities that you have evacuated your residence. Gather all of the people in your home, and only evacuate using one car per family if possible. Stay tuned to the station or local media outlets for further information.
An evacuation order has been issued for all residents of Southeast Florida. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Florida State Emergency Management. A large fire has been reported at the Turkey Point nuclear power plant due to a total meltdown of reactor number 1. Any residents who have not left the city of Miami should do so immediately. If you cannot evacuate, find the nearest fallout shelter. If you cannot find a fallout shelter within the next 5 minutes, shelter in place immediately. To shelter in place, close and lock all doors and windows. Move to a small interior room with no windows and minimal exits. Seal all windows, vents, or any cracks where air can escape into the area. Repeating, if you have not evacuated already, do so now, and find the nearest fallout shelter. If you cannot find the nearest fallout shelter within the next 5 minutes, it is advised that you shelter in place. Stay tuned to local area stations for more information.